The Southeast Rhodope Mountains. Spreading far and wide, its sloping hills almost bathe in the calm waters between the Arda River and the sky. It is here that the visible and invisible become one, interweave, narrate and inspire, soar and sublimate. They provoke you to search for the spirit of the mountain, to get a handful of sunlight and wind, and touch the caressing waves of the river, the cheer of the kids, the wisdom of the old men, the tune and air of our forefathers. Big square houses gleam white, spacious and solid, built up of stone for many generations to come. A century ago, horse races used to take place here amongst the many poplar trees. In the past, there was a Friday marketplace. Storerooms were built, and then several families settled around and made this place their home. Nearly 100 years ago, it was known as Koshou. Today, this is Krumovgrad, young and very old, of prehistoric past, with Thracian legends and sanctuaries. It is a national holiday, the day of the Bulgarian scripture. People have kept the manifestation, whether out of regard for the holiday or for the traditions. And folks are coming in crowds from everywhere, going out to meet, to chat, to join singing and dancing, and to exchange smiles and good mood. Tourism is developed, and in my opinion, it will further develop, because our community is the largest one on the territory of the Krumovgrad region, and it has potential. There is fresh air, fascinating natural sights, and conditions that should be used. It is hard to keep the young people, but we hope to make them stay because the Krumovgrad Municipality is developing and prospering. I would appeal and urge on to the young people. Come here, invest knowledge and skills in the territory of our municipality. You are the future, and the ecotourism is the future perspective for the development of the Krumovgrad Municipality. We're setting out for Student Kladinets. The village, small, pretty and attractive, full of life, hugged under the dam wall, is just as loving as the mountain. You feel like catching every motion, embracing the eaves, caressing each small window. There is a nature-protected center in the region of the Student Kladinets village. 2 eco-paths are developed within it. One route takes you to the bird-watching ground, where there is a specially arranged facility for the disabled. The other eco-path leads to the abrasive wells. Foreigners, mostly from the European countries, as well as people from the country, are visiting the area. There is a rich diversity of birds and beasts of prey, of herbs and plants. The bird-watching grounds safeguard an ecosystem almost untouched by human hand. There are only several such systems in Europe. The colony of the naked-headed vulture was discovered by accident in 1980. However, if you ask the old people, they will tell you the birds have always lived there. Kites and grey ravens make their nests here, and grey herons abide on the rocky ledges. An imperial eagle soars up through the sky, flying over the nests of the black storks. We have walked round the rapacious bird's kingdom. Alighted on the nearby rock, they were patiently waiting for us to leave. They are accustomed to human presence. They are calm. Here in the reserve is their bird life. The watch place is cold, blending with the hill. Here ornithologists study the predatory birds for days on, without disturbing them. We climb up the rock where the birds were, just to catch a glimpse of the mountain through their eyes. From the high spot we can watch around, the birds' nests, the cold water tap Shaitana, and the abrasive wells. All of them are plain to see. The entire eco-complex is adapted for people of motor and visual disabilities. On the way down, the hosts also boasted of the pathway, specially adjusted for the disabled. The Satanic Canyon is right under the Student dam wall. The Arda River has hollowed out the canyon during the ages. Slowly and calmly, as though it is not the water that has overpowered and triumphed over the stone, but they have jointly created the unique. The coulee has drawn its picture story. Then the more solid rock seized grain by grain of sand from the softer stone and twisted them, and the water tossed almost invisible particles of agate or quartz, and the story repeated itself for ages on end. Regarding rocks, time is measured in other units, specific ones. Much of what we have seen is beyond us. The fish and frogs are probably better aware of everything around. They lie low, plunge deep down into the holes, and cast a glance at us from the shallow places. Here at the dam, you can afford whatever you wish. Fishing, walking, and relaxation. There's also a small island, rich in wildlife. They may even take you hunting, in a boat. The regatta starts from the Krumovgrad Dam, along the Arda River, via Student to the Krumovgrad Dam. Busy and bustling, cheerful and scenic, the people's cheer resounds in the usually peaceful inlets and the mountain slopes. We are setting off to Stranjevo, Oreshari, Chernichevo, and Rogach. We inquire about the location of everything, and it is not the elder people, but the kids that guide us around the hills. They know the secrets of the mountain and freely disclose them to us. Rock pockets, chiseled out a long time ago, like windows to another world. It might have been like this. Did the Thracians lay the bones of the dead here some 5,000 years ago? Or did local youngsters make them to prove their strength? Or do they stand for a map and point to the gold deposits in the region? Or have the peasants cut the recesses for the bee families to keep them high up and safeguard them from the ferocious bears living in the thick woods? It is mysterious and oracular, beautiful and strange. The Pope Martinova hole is on the opposite side, an incredibly high cave. The legendary Hajduk priest Martin, together with Volchan Voivoda, the leader, used to traverse from the Danube River to the sea. Just ask, and they will tell you stories, legends, and reveries. Once they believed the cave was a symbol of the universe, a center of the world where the divine and the human would meet. You feel the mystic strength of the mountain. You are aware what a tiny creature you are in comparison to it. And caves here are in abundance. You will never be thirsty on the roads here. There is drinking water nearly after every turn, and the water is cold and tasty. Of the Rhodope, you drink life. The water of the Arda River is different. The tender waves hug you. They are loving, caressing, and warm. If you miss civilization, it is just at hand. You can plunge into the swimming pool. The assets of our parts will prove to be a big plus, pushing tourism forward. Swimming pools are available in all big cities and settlements. Our town did not have one, and this made me undertake this investment. I hope time will prove that it was the right decision to make.
Това ме потикна да предприема тая инвестиция, да се надявам, че във времето ще покаже, че тя е била правилна.
There were many treasures in these parts, and there will still be more. But the real treasures are the people who welcome you with a smile, amicable and friendly. You can use your GP prescription for free physiotherapy, rehabilitation, or a massage. The respect for the past is obvious everywhere. The home for the elderly is renovated, clean, and tidy. It is a home indeed, offering comfort and its own atmosphere, filled with the memories of all. They are proud of this center, and it is obvious why. Soedinenia Street has housed the old-time tobacco storehouses, the former town hall and police station, the mosque built more than a century and a half ago. Some of the houses have remained untouched till nowadays, and the new ones are built in the same style. People are trying to preserve the old, develop and improve the new. They have safeguarded both knowledge and crafts. Well, I have carried on this trade since 1968. I have inherited this craft from my father. My grandfather and great-grandfather were also in this trade. They used to be the first craftsmen in Krumovgrad. I am very busy in the springtime till I get people ready to go in the field. Before tobacco sowing, I've got a lot of work. My clients come from several districts. Here, they are good both at working and relaxing. The food is not only delicious, there is nothing artificial in it. They will make a bathed pasty for you called banitsa. Just ask. Accommodation is also available. It is surprisingly inexpensive, clean, modern, hospitable, and very common in the Rhodope. Foreigners come, people from across the country too, all kinds of people, transit visitors, vendors, companies. The region is picturesque, it attracts people. It will become even more beautiful. Therefore we have to build, to do something, and look for an alternative in the future. And tourism will be the alternative for this region, because the surrounding nature is clean and ecologically pure, attracting most of our clients. And even this morning I was impressed by the 30 tourists biking uphill. There must be some attraction drawing them to our region. Turtles or eagles, something strongly appeals to them.
This is tour to Bulgaria.
Weather-beaten faces emanate happiness and delight from the journey, the fresh air, the victory over one's own self and the route. They were from Holland, and they were touring Bulgaria, their eyes filled with enthusiasm and curiosity. It is plain to see they enjoy it. It is a tour across Bulgaria.